Welcome to Way to Commerce. Subscribe to Way to Commerce. Today we discuss multiple choice questions in methods of costing. So this is the CME study material. The first one is job costing is used in option A furniture making, B repair shops, C printing press, D all of the above. So we know that job costing is used in furniture making and repair shops and printing press also, because it's a option D is the answer. Next, in a job cost system, costs are accumulated. In job cost system, costs are accumulated on a monthly basis by specific job, by department or process, by kind of material issued. So the answer is by specific job. If you listen to the introduction class, we can easily answer this type of questions. Next, third one, the most suitable cost system where the products differ in type of material and work performed. Here, products differ in type of material and work performed. Option A operating costing, B job costing, C process costing, D all of the above. So job costing is the used when products differ in respect of material and work performed. Next, fourth one, cost price is not fixed in case of. So cost price is not fixed in case of option A cost plus contracts, B escalation clause, C de-escalation clause, D all of the above. So the answer is cost plus contracts. In cost plus contract, cost price is not fixed. Next, fifth one, most of the expenses are direct in job costing, B batch costing, C contract costing, D none of the above. So in contract costing, most of the expenses are direct. Next, sixth one, cost plus contract is usually entered into those cases where option A cost can be easily estimated, B cost of certified and uncertified work, C cost of certified work, cost of uncertified work, and amount of profit transferred to profit and loss accounts. So the answer is B cost of certified and uncertified work. So in that, cost plus contract is usually entered into those cases where cost of certified and uncertified work. Next, seventh one, in order to determine cost of the products or services, different business firms follow option A different techniques of costing, B uniform costing, different methods of costing, D none of the above, E all of the above. So the answer is different methods of costing. So in order to determine cost of the products or services, different business firms follow different methods of costing. Next, eighth one, in case product produced or jobs undertaken are of diverse nature, the system of costing to be used should be. So here, diverse nature. So option A operating costing, B process costing, C job costing, D none of the above, E all of the above. So answer is job costing. Next, ninth one, job costing is option A suitable where similar products are produced on mass scale. Method of costing used for non-standard and non-repetitive products. C techniques of costing. D applicable to all industries regardless of the products or services provided. E none of the above. So the answer is B. So job costing is method of costing ways used for non-standard, non-repetitive products. Another one, batch costing is a type of direct costing, B process costing, C job costing, D differential costing, E none of the above. So in introduction also we discussed batch costing is a type of job costing. Next, 11th one, batch costing is similar to that under job costing except the difference that So batch costing similar to that under job costing, except option A, process becomes a cost unit, job becomes a cost unit, batch become the cost unit instead of job. So in batch costing, so batch become the cost unit instead of job. So option C is the answer. Next one, economic batch quantity is that size of the batch of production where. So economic batch quantity is that size of the production where carrying costing is minimum, B, setup cost of machine is minimum, C, average cost is minimum, D, both A and B. So in economic batch quantity, so both carrying cost is minimum and setup cost of machine is minimum. Next, 13th, job costing is similar to that under batch costing, except with the difference that A, batch becomes the cost unit instead of a job, job becomes a cost unit. Yes, in job costing, job becomes a cost unit. So this is the answer. Next, 14, which of the following documents are used in job costing to record the issue of direct materials to a job? To record the issue of direct materials to a job, which of the document is required? Option A, purchase order, B, purchase requisition, C, goods received note, D, material requisition, E, none of the above. So the answer is material requisition. Based upon the material requisition only, we record the issue of materials to a job. Okay, next, 15th. Which of the following statement is true? Batch costing is a variant of job costing. No. Job cost sheet may be used for estimating profit of jobs. So job cost sheet may be used for estimating profit of jobs. So we already seen job cost sheet, in that we used profit also we calculated, estimated. So this statement is correct. Next, 16th one, which of the following statement is true? Job costing can be suitably used for concerns producing any specific product uniformly. B, job costing cannot be used in companies applying standard costing. Job cost sheet may be prepared to facilitate routine and scheduling of the jobs. D, neither A nor B nor C. So the answer is C. So the statements are all are false. So equivalent production of 1000 units, 60% complete in all respects is. So we are asking equivalent production. How can we get the equivalent production? So total introduced 1000 units. So in all respect 60% complete. So 1000 into 60%. So 600 is the answer. Next, in a process 8000 units are introduced. 8000 units are introduced during a period. 5% of input is normal loss. So 5% is normal loss. Closing work in progress 60% complete is 1000 units. 6600 completed units are transferred to next process. Here asking equivalent production for the period. Here asking equivalent production for the period. How many units equivalent units for the period? So in 1000 units, how much completed? In 1000 units, 60% completed. So 600, and also fully completed units are 6600. 6600. So these are the total. So total 7200. So option D is the correct answer. Next, 19th. The type of process loss that should not be allowed to affect the cost of good units is called. So the type of process loss. So which not affect the cost of good units. So what are that? Abnormal loss. So abnormal loss not affected good units. In case of normal loss. Okay, next 20. 400 units were introduced in a process in which 40 units is the normal loss. If the actual output is 300 units, then there is here 400 units introduced. Okay, in that normal loss how much? 40 units. So remaining 360 units actually there, but actual output is only 300 units. So remaining is the abnormal loss. How much? 60 units. So answer B is the answer. 21. A spoilage that occurs under inefficient operating conditions and is generally controllable is called. So a spoilage, inefficient operating conditions. So these are generally controllable. That means abnormal. So it's a abnormal spoilage. Next 22. In which of the following situations an abnormal gain in a process occurs? So you're asking abnormal gain. When normal loss is equal to actual loss? No. When the actual output is greater than the planned output? No. When actual loss is more than the expected? Here the actual loss is more than expected? No. When the actual loss is less than the expected loss? So abnormal gain when actual loss is less than the expected loss. So abnormal gains means saving in normal loss. So it's the answer. Next 23. The value of abnormal loss is equal to. Abnormal loss you are asking. So A. Total cost of materials. B. Total process cost less cost of scrap. Total process cost less realizable value of normal loss less value of transport out goods. So value of abnormal loss you are asking. So here this is the answer. So because total process cost. So this is the process cost, for example only. So this is the total process cost amount less realizable value of normal loss. So here we mention realizable value of normal loss. That means deduction, debit side, credit side deduction. Value of transport out goods. So these are the ultimately finished goods. So remaining is the abnormal loss. If the balance it comes debit side, it's abnormal gain. If the balance comes in credit side, it is abnormal loss. Okay. Next. So this is the revision class. 24. A process account is debited by abnormal gain. The value is determined as. You are asking a process account is debited by abnormal gain. The value is determined as. Earlier we discussed with accounting. I hope you understand. Option A. Equal to the value of goods units. Equal to value of good units less closing stock. B. Equal to the value of normal loss. C. Cost of good units less realizable value of normal loss. So this is the abnormal gain. Cost of good units less realizable value of normal loss. So realizable value of normal loss. So total ultimately the difference is here. So this is the abnormal gain. Next 25. In sugar manufacturing industry, molasses is also produced along with sugar. Molasses may be of smaller value as compared with the value of sugar and is known as. So we know that molasses is a byproduct. Next 26. Method of apportioning joint cost on the basis of output of each joint product at the point of split of. So at the split of point, what is term? Method of apportioning joint cost at split up point. So physical unit method, okay, this method is there. Sales value method. So on the basis of output, so output means physical unit method. So the answer is A. Next 27. The main purpose of a accounting of joint products and byproduct is to. So main purpose of accounting of joint products and byproducts. Option A. Determine the replacement cost. No. Determine the opportunity cost. No. Determine profit or loss on each product line. Yes. So determine profit or loss on each product line. That's why we segregate those cost. Next 28. Under net realizable value method of apportioning joint cost to joint products, the selling and distribution cost is. So you're asking, under net realizable value method of apportioning joint cost to joint products, the selling and distribution cost is. What is the treatment? Selling and distribution cost. So deducted from further processing cost. So which is the option? Option C is the answer. So the selling and distribution cost is deducted from the further processing cost. 28. Which of the following is an example of byproduct? Option A, mustard seeds and mustard oil. B, diesel and petrol in an oil refinery. C, edible oils and oil cakes. D, curd and butter in a dairy. E, all of the above. So option C is the answer. Edible oils and oil cakes. These examples are discussed at introduction chapter only. Okay. Next 30th. Which of the following methods can be used when the joint products are of unequal quantity and used for captive consumption? So physical units method, no. Net realizable value method, no. Technical estimates using market value of similar products. So this is the answer. So technical estimates using market value of similar products because unequal quantity and used for captive consumption. Next 31. Cost of service under operating costing is ascertained by preparing. Cost of service. So under operating costing is preparation of cost sheet. So the answer is A. Next 32. Operating costing is applicable to hospitals, cinemas, transport undertakings. So answer is D. All of the above. Composite cost unit for a hospital is. So composite cost unit for hospital is per day, per bed, per patient day. So it is the composite cost per patient day. Next 34. Cost units used in power sector is called power sector units. Number of hours, number of electric points, kilowatt hours. Yes, kilowatt hour is the cost unit in power sector. Next 35. Absolute ton kilometer is an example of absolute ton kilometer. Composite unit for bus operation, composite unit for transport sector. So in transport sector, ton and kilometer. So absolute ton kilometer is an example of composite unit of transport sector. Next. So the next segment is true or false. The first one is operating costing is applied to ascertain the cost of products. So here operating costing. So it's a cost of products. So it's a false statement. Next second one, cost of operating the service is ascertained by preparing a job account. It also a false statement. So we prepare cost sheet. It's not a job account. Next third one, the problem of equivalent production arises in case of operating costing. So here telling the problem of equivalent production arises in case of operating costing. No, it is a false statement because equivalent production in process costing. Next, fourth one, FIFO methods are followed for evaluation of equivalent production when prices are fluctuating. It also a false statement. We use average method when prices are fluctuating. Next, fifth one, work in progress is the inherent feature of processing industries. Yes, work in progress is the inherent units, so it's a true. Costs incurred prior to the split up point are known as joint cost. Yes, it also true statement. Next, seventh one, no distinction is made between co-products and joint products. No, it's a false statement. Next, eighth one, contract costing is variant of job costing. Yes, contract is variant of job costing, discussed in job costing. In contract costing, the unit of cost is a job. No, false. Next, 10th one, job costing is applied only in small concerns. No, we already discussed at the introduction. 3 types of firms, 3 types of concerns we applied. So it's a false statement. If you listen the introduction class, we can all answer this. Next, fill in the blanks. So fill in the blanks. The first one is cost of dash loss is not borne by good units. Not borne by good units, which is abnormal loss. So abnormal loss is not borne by good units. Next, second one, if the actual loss in a process is less than the normal loss, the difference is known as abnormal gain. We already discussed. So abnormal gain is the saving of actual loss. So it's a abnormal gain. Next, third one, dash costs are incurred after split off point. So after split off point, we incur subsequent cost. So we incur subsequent cost. Next, fourth one, the dash product generally has a greater sale value than byproduct. So which one has greater sale value, main product or byproduct? So main product generally has a greater sale value than the byproducts. That's why main product. Fifth one, statement of cost per unit of equivalent production shows the per unit cost. So which wise? Element wise cost. So per unit cost of element wise shows in equivalent cost production, material, labor, overhead, etc. Next, sixth one, two principal method of evaluation of equivalent production are dash and dash. So two principal method of evaluation of equivalent productions. So we use FIFO method and average method. These are the two methods. Next, seventh one, in hospital the cost unit is hospital cost unit is per bed is the cost unit in hospitals. Next, eighth one, in electricity companies the cost unit is electricity companies. Already earlier also it came. So which is kilowatt hours. Kilowatt hours is the in electricity companies the cost unit. Next, ninth one, the method of costing used in undertaking like gas companies, cinema houses, hospitals, etc. is known as, so method of costing, operating costing. So operating costing is used. Next, 10th one, in motor transport costing, two examples of fixed cost are dash and dash. Generally in motor transport costing, so fixed cost are insurance and depreciation. So insurance and depreciation is the fixed cost. So next segment, match the following. Match the following. The first one is, now we go with explanation, after that answer. The contract which provide for payment of actual cost plus an agreed percentage of profit. What's that? Actual cost and agreed percentage of profit. So cost plus. So this is the answer. Cost plus. In contract costing, the cost unit is. In contract costing, the cost unit is per contract. Per contract. G is the answer. Abnormal loss is transferred to. So abnormal loss is transferred to generally costing profit and loss account, which is I. Costing profit and loss account. Next, fourth one. Job costing is used in. Job costing is used in automobile garages. Yes, specifically job costing is used. Next, fifth one. Under job order cost system, each job is assigned one identifying job. So job costing. So here each job is assigned and one identifying job costing. Next, cost of normal loss is borne by. So normal loss is borne by generally good units. So sixth one, the answer is where is the normal output, that means good units. So normal output. Cost of normal loss is borne by normal output. Seventh one, inherent features of process industry. Inherent features of process industry. So work in progress already discussed. So inherent features of process industry is work in progress. Next, eighth one, the method which is followed for evaluation of equivalent production when prices are fluctuating. It also comes in MCQ also. So fluctuating prices are fluctuating, we use average method. So it is the answer A, average price method. Next, ninth one, in hospital the cost unit is. It also came in MCQ. So what is the answer? Per bed. So in hospital. Next, 10th one, in electricity companies the cost unit is. It also came in MCQ. B, kilowatt. Okay.